Second
Okay.
reminds me of our college days, and you're still in
Yeah.
college, so you can recall that in college we have this tendency that we go to lecture and then we sleep in the class.
Yeah.
Nowadays it's online, it's even worse. Then at least when we are in a lecture hall, it's still difficult, but online, mein to, I've heard a lot of people that they just put it on mute and sleep.
Well, my mouth is zipped. I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so like this, I heard about it for the first time. I've heard about other sorts of hygiene, but when it's attached to the word sleep, that felt a little bit confusing to me, and I couldn't relate to it. So I am really excited to know that what actually do you mean by sleep hygiene?
Hmm. Yeah. Actually, even I came across this term few years back only. Earlier, I didn't know that such a term exists, but I think it covers a lot about everything related to sleep. Basically, like we have physical hygiene of our body, which means to keep it in a good state. Or if we talk about hygiene of our room, it means to do certain things to keep it in a good state. Similarly, sleep hygiene is about keeping your entire structure of sleeping, not just sleeping hours, but before and after also, keeping that entire thing in a good shape. So sleep
Okay.
hygiene, yeah, fundamentally is a combination of two things. One is your bedroom environment, and the other aspects of before and after sleep. What to do so that those number of hours, whatever number of hours you sleep, they are of good quality. So it is not only about when you are sleeping. It includes all the 24 hours. What to do so that the sleep, because sleep is affected by even very minutest of thing that you do during the day. You might not even realize it.
So, as you've mentioned about how it can be affected by our actions that we might not even realize, so I would first of all like to discuss what actions of ours and what all actually comes under the category of poor sleep hygiene.
Sure. So I was doing some research on this. So there are three signs that we can see. If those are present, then which means that our sleep hygiene is poor. And I think this
Okay.
can be a sort of assessment for our audience as well.
Yeah.
One, if you have difficulty falling asleep. Usually when we are kids, we just do our things, eat, play, etc. And we just go to bed, and within few minutes we are gone. We are sleeping.
Yeah.
But as an adult, at times we start to face this difficulty that it's difficult to fall asleep. For example, we know tomorrow I have to go somewhere at this time, but now I am lying down in my bed and I'm not able to sleep. There are thoughts are running. I'm constantly turning and tossing. So that is that you have a difficulty falling asleep. Second, you are frequently disturbed during your sleep. Either maybe because of your own physical body or from external disturbances. For example, if there is some noise that might happen, or someone, let's say early morning, someone rings the bell. So all these environmental disturbances or physical body. For example, if you drink too much water before you go to bed around 1 hour, so then you will have to get up somewhere in between, which will break the flow of your sleep. So that's just a small example. So basically, if your sleep is getting disturbed frequently while you're asleep. And third is daytime sleepiness, which is that you feel lethargic or tired or sleepy during the day, which again would bound to affect. If you're a student, then your studies would be affected, and if you're a working professional, then your office hours will be affected by that sleep.
So
And
is this
again,
is this
again
daytime?
reminds me of
Okay.
Again reminds me of our college days, and you're still in
Yeah.
college, so you can recall that in college we have this tendency that we go to lecture and then we sleep in the class.
Yeah.
Nowadays it's online, it's even worse. Then at least when we are in a lecture hall, it's still difficult, but online, mein to, I've heard a lot of people that they just put it on mute and sleep.
Well, my mouth is zipped. I'm not saying anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so like this daytime sleepiness that you mentioned about, is it different from napping in the afternoon? Like people say that many great thinkers have this habit of napping. Like going out, like after lunch they sleep for 20 minutes or maybe an hour or so. So is it different from that lethargy in the daytime?
So I think taking a small nap during the day is good. That's in fact healthy also for you, just to recharge your body and mind for the second half of the day. But if it is like that, someone is sleeping for 1 or 2 hours during the day, that, or if let's say someone is in office and they can't find a space to sleep, they are just drowsy, or even there are small signs which people might not know that they might also occur because of lack of sleep. Your mood might get irritable. You might get angry very frequently, or you might start to lose your focus and concentration on the work. So again, those can also affect your daily quality of your daily life.
Okay. So, like, I would like to, I'm confused what to ask you first, that whether like should we proceed that what are the good sleep hygiene practices, or should we first discuss about the importance of sleep hygiene? What do you think will actually benefit the viewers more, in which order we should go?
I think it's better to first talk about why it's important, so
Yeah.
that people have interest that okay, we need the solutions.
Yeah.
So basically, like combining the previous question and this question, why it's important. So sleep is something which has two components. One is quality, the other is quantity. So quality of sleep is mandatory for all of us. Quantity of sleep can vary. Someone might need 8 hours of sleep, someone might need 7 hours, someone might need 9 hours. So it can vary between 7 to 9 hours. And yes, there are certain exceptions, but on an average, 7 to 9 hours of sleep is almost a must, apart from those exceptions. And if you do not provide your body and your mind that many hours, and I think that is where mostly college students or even some middle adult people might also go wrong, that they might compromise on the sleep because maybe something else is more important. Maybe some party is more important, or maybe some exam or work or study is more important, or just let me have some more fun with my friends, so we'll sleep. So this we have experience in hostels. So that becomes so we compromise on sleep to cater to maybe work or fun or entertainment, but we do not realize how it impacts our next day. For example, if there is a person who thinks maybe I'll sleep only 5 or 6 hours tonight, which I think a lot of college students, especially in IIT hostel, do that they have a habit only sleeping 5-6 hours, and they think that they are utilizing that 1 or 2 hours extra to do something productive or entertaining. But they do not realize it messes up the rest of the 16 to 18 hours of their day. You feel tired, you feel your mood is not good, you are irritable, and even if it continues for too long, then it can actually mess up with the hormones of your brain and can cause issues like anxiety or depression as well in the long run. Some bits of mood changes we can observe, or even if tonight I do not sleep well, the next day my mood would be, I might be a little grumpy, I will be irritated, I won't be able to concentrate well. But this, we do not realize that we are messing up with our productivity, and even if I talk about enjoyment or entertainment, our ability to enjoy our day very well if we haven't slept.
Yeah.